We all have some bad habits that we might not be aware of. These habits can affect our gameplay significantly and make us lose gunfights and play worse. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 10 bad habits you might have and how to fix them. Let's get to it. Going on phone during the game is one of the most common habits among Siege players. I'm mainly talking about people who go on TikTok during prep phase. The reason why this is the bad thing is because it completely distracts you from the game, and if you're tilted, it even makes you less patient, because you won't tolerate any more bad rounds. Apart from that, you won't save any drones in map, you won't set up site correctly, or you won't actually think how you can play better or counter your enemies. Playing Siege requires a lot of planning, because you will face different strategies and playstyles, so constantly you have to change something and adapt based on the situation. If you spend most of your time being distracted to your phone, well, obviously you can't focus as much as you should on the game. Second bad habit is crouch spamming or just going crouch when you don't have to. I admit that I do this sometimes and it actually got me killed, which I will show you in a minute. Going crouch in a gunfight is actually effective and you can win gunfights because of it. But the one we spam and overdo is exactly the opposite. Doing it faster won't actually change your operator head level, so you're not going to be a hard target. Instead, you just mess up your crosshair placement because you're moving up and down. And also your enemy can shoot you easier. How I think is the best way to fix it is to play a couple of target drill, which you have to shoot some yellow bots. You can find it in training section. Then what you want to do is unbind your crouch key. Then even if you press crouch key, you won't do it. After that, you can put it back, and this time focus on not spamming your crouch key when you don't have to.
In bar. Stuck. And I missed it, in stuck to go.
Number 3 is assuming. You might be wondering what I mean. Assuming your teammates know something, assuming you know enemy's location, things like that can actually get you or your teammates killed and lose you the round. Sure, sometimes we can predict some stuff, but never think with yourself that something is for sure. A lot of times I thought my teammates are holding my back, and then I died from my back. Most of you blame your teammates, but in fact you should blame yourself. Since you're solo queuing, you can't assume much and have to get 100% info. Communicating with your team is one of the fixes for this. Talk to them, see if they also think like you, have the same info, or if they're holding your back. If that doesn't work, you can just look around and figure out by teammates' outlines. Moving on to bad habit number 4, I want to talk about rushing into map without drones. When on defense, I get a lot of free kills when people just punch the barricade 2 times and crouch through it. Sometimes they push from basements so no one would be close to swing them. The thing is, this might work in lower elos, but eventually when you rank up, smart players actually watch cams and hold entries, so you have no chance to do your stupid play. Instead, try to save your drone where you want to rush and check it before you rush in. That's how I play on attack, and just like defense, I get a lot of free kills because defenders are clueless. Bad habit number 5 is playing operators for their site. Some of you don't care how shit your gadget is, you just pick the op for ACOG. Sometimes you can even have ACOG on better operators, but still you just want to have fun, I guess, dying faster than everyone else. A lot of times you can outplay your enemy, help your team, and get more kills with other useful operators, but you don't. You gotta realize some operators are situational and some other you can play almost every time, because they have great kits and gadgets. Also, you have to get rid of this mindset that fast operators are always better. Don't forget that 3 armors can tank more bullets and keep you alive for a longer period. Lean spamming is number 6. It doesn't help and work like old times, so stop doing it. Trust me. Lean spamming, just like crouch spamming, will mess up your crosshair placement and you might actually lose some easy gunfights because of it. Before, it was super annoying to face people who lean spammed, because your head would actually move all the way to the left and all the way to the right, so your opponent had to adjust his crosshair all the time. But now your head will remain exactly in the middle. To avoid doing this, again, get into target drill and remember, if your angle is on the left, lean to the right. If your angle is on your right, lean to the left. That's how it is usually with picking angles, so just keep repeating this in your head when you're playing to stop doing this bad habit. Reloading fast is next one. How many times you have died when you had still 10 or 15 bullets left and you decided to reload and exactly that time the enemy pushed you? Well, this is another common bad habit among players. Sometimes I even do this and it's super annoying when you get killed. Even having 5 or 6 bullets might be enough to get a kill or headshot someone, so you have to stop doing this. The main reason why you do it is lack of situational awareness. Some of you don't even pay attention to all the details like health, ammo, operators, so obviously you just start reloading by habit. How you want to get rid of it is write it down somewhere and have it right next to you when you play. This way you start thinking more about it and actually check your ammo section and reload more efficiently. Moving on to number 8, I'm going to talk about shouting in mic. This is not good unless we have to call out something urgent, like a rush is happening or someone is flanking, but it's gotta be super urgent. What do I mean? Well, a lot of times there are like 3 or 4 seconds left to what's going to happen. You have time to call it out even 2 or 3 times quietly or normally. When you shout, you make others panic, stress, or sometimes not even hear you clearly. You gotta understand that each player is dealing with something. They might be focused on the angle they're holding or talking to their friend, so a sudden shouting in the ear will confuse the hell out of them. If you have been playing with the team for a long time and you guys are good to do that, I understand, but still it shouldn't be constant shouting. because even pro players talk to each other normally unless it's an urgent thing. Overdroning is the next one. This is super common among low rank players and some of the high rank players. By overdroning, I mean checking 2 or 3 rooms and then having second thoughts. What if someone is hiding in these corners? What if someone rotated? Well, all of this goes back to bad droning and also just this bad habit. When you know something is clear, get off the drone and take control fast. Also, you can check a couple of rooms far from you because that's too much and defenders might actually reposition. So what you have to do is drone 2 rooms close to you, check all the corners, and when you're done, get into building. Make sure to have the barricade punched or open so you don't waste 2 or 3 seconds getting in. Negative thinking is the last one, and yes, it can turn to be a bad habit. For example, getting bad teammates is just normal in solo queue. Now, one player can think that he's unlucky and all he gets is bad teammates. A bit later, he starts thinking that, oh my god, I'm just unlucky in general. Can't get a headshot, my bullets don't hit, and etc, etc. Negative thinking leads to being tilted and just playing worse and worse. Now, imagine if you get used to it and think like this every game and every day. How can you get rid of it? Well, just stop caring. This is just a game. You know solo queue is tough, so be prepared. When you can't get kills or things are not going your way, stay calm and just move on. When you move on, you don't waste time thinking about what happened, and instead, you put your focus on what's ahead of you, which is the next round, next gunfight, and next game. And that's it for today's video, everyone. Before you go, make sure to check out the links in the description. We have the coaching link, and we also have the Discord link, which you can find some teammates. Hope you found this video helpful and can actually improve your gameplay. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And until the next one, watch these 2 videos right here. Stay safe.